You're watching FNN, the FUKK News Network.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers.
Tell me, where specifically is the weirdest place that you personally, girls, have ever gotten the urge to make whoopee? The weirdest place, Olga? Yes, Olga?
In the ass?
Viewer discretion is advised.
This is Paul Stanley of Paul Stanley's Soul Station, and you're watching Dr. FUKK, SHMACKEMAGOB.
SHMACKEMAGOB, it's time for the only news that matters, and thank you so much, Nikki Koba, for that SHMACKEMAGOB intro and your flawless Paul Stanley of Kith imitation. If you'd like to send a SHMACKEMAGOB intro to the news, please send it to this email right here, and I will put it up in the order it was received. All right, now let's get into the only news that matters. Sebastian Bach spars with a fan on Twitter over songwriting credits to Skid Row's early albums. He lost his mind, like he always does. The guy's always on the edge, and he's there arguing with some guy that says he didn't really write much. Now, I remember listening to an interview with Rachel Bolan about the first Skid Row album, and there's only one credit on that album that Sebastian got was for Making a Mess, and the reason he got credit for it was because Bolan said he came up with the word Kalamazoo, and that's why he got credit for it. The other albums, he had a couple credits as well, but the bulk of Skid Row's music is Rachel and Snake Sabo. But what can you do? The guy's got an ego that's out of this planet. And I met Sebastian Bach, and he was the coolest guy ever. And I know if he ever sees my news, he won't be that cool to me anymore, because that guy just loves to fight with people. All right, next story in sad news. Glenn Peart, the father of legendary Rush drummer Neil Peart, has died after a battle with cancer. And that's very sad, and I hope he's now up there with Neil, reunited with Neil's daughter and wife as well. Rest in peace, Glenn Peart. All right, next story. John Oliva said he has enough material for 3 new Sabotage albums. He also went to say, I'm not saying we're recording a new Sabotage album, because if I say that, something will mess it up and it'll never happen. But, hey man, I'm a huge Sabotage fan, but my favorite is the stuff with Chris Oliva. I loved Edge of Thorns, Down. Streets I thought was underrated as hell. Such a great album. Gutter Ballet, Hall of Mountain King's my favorite. Fight for the Rock, not good. But Dungeon, Sirens, Power, I mean, all those albums are classic. And if ever there will be another Sabotage album, I would hope for the early stuff, that early, heavy stuff. But, what can you do? I love Sabotage, and I love John Oliva. I met him on several occasions, and the guy couldn't have been cooler. I also met Chris Oliva 2 days before he passed away. I saw his very last show at the Button South. Hung out with him. He was so nice. I'll say a quick story about it. I said to him, Chris, I know I'm not saying this because I'm meeting you, but I think you're one of the greatest guitarists ever. And then he said, yeah, right. You're just saying that because you're meeting me. And then, he just nudged me like, I'm just kidding. Thank you, man. Super nice guy. And rest in peace, Chris Oliva. All right, next story. Josh Rand from Stone Sour said, Lars Ulrich is a great drummer who does unique things behind the kit. And also Gojira's Mario Duplantier, I don't know if I'm getting that right, says Lars Ulrich is a genius and best showman drummer in the world. I wouldn't go that far, but I will say, I'm not part of the Lars Ulrich hate train. I know everybody says he's a crappy drummer. No, I actually agree with Josh that he does do unique things on the drums, and I don't think he's as bad as everybody makes him out to be. Now, am I a big Metallica fan? Yeah, the first 3 albums, and I like the last one a lot, but I didn't like a lot of stuff in between. But I know it's just trendy to hate on Metallica. And I gotta tell you, I saw not too long ago that movie they released, Through the Never, which the storyline is like confusing and I didn't really like it, but the live material in that Blu-ray that my neighbor gave me, geez, that was really good. An amazing stage show. I thought they played tight. I thought Lars Ulrich played amazing on that. I was watching that Blu-ray thinking to myself, wow, this guy gets a lot of shit, but look at him. He's kicking ass on this show. I highly recommend Through the Never for those that didn't see it, but I'm not going to recommend the storyline on it because that shit is just weird. But the live performances, unbelievably awesome, I think. All right, next story. Lynyrd Skynyrd. Add them to the never-ending amount of bands that go back on their farewell tour. Yes, they went back on it, and they're going back on the road. You know, it's not Lynyrd Skynyrd. Look, I'm a huge fan of Lynyrd Skynyrd. I was lucky enough to see the Rossington Collins Band back in the early 80s at the Miami Baseball Stadium, one of those big baseball stadium shows, and it was amazing. Then I saw the reunion tour in the mid 80s, and Alan Collins didn't play, but he was there in a wheelchair, and Artemis Pyle was there, so I got to see Artemis once, and I've never seen Lynyrd Skynyrd since. But I gotta tell you, leaving that Rossington Collins show was the same feeling I had when I left that Lynyrd Skynyrd reunion show I saw. I walked out knowing I did not see Lynyrd Skynyrd. It is not Lynyrd Skynyrd without this man. Period. Now, it's a tribute show, a cover band, whatever you want to call it. I mean, now Lynyrd Skynyrd, the only original member, is Gary Rossington. Yeah, Ricky Medlock, who was their drummer before they even made an album, is up there now on guitar. I love Ricky. I love Blackfoot. I'm a big Blackfoot fan. But still, it's not Lynyrd Skynyrd. Would I go see it? Yeah, you know, if it was convenient, close by, I probably would go see it because I love Skynyrd so much. But I know it's not Lynyrd Skynyrd. Like so many bands out there that I go see, I walk out knowing I didn't really see this band. Yeah, I would like to see this tribute band again, but, you know, just to hear those classic songs and hear Gary Rossington do the Freebird slide stuff. It'd be cool to see, but it's not Skynyrd. All right, next story, Kiss. Announced new tour dates for the End of the Road That Never Ends. And I saw West Palm Beach, Florida, Tampa, Florida. These are places they've already came on the End of the Road tour. And when this tour was announced, Paul Stanley of Kiss said that come see us because when we come to your town, it'll be the only time we come to your town on this tour. So more bullshit from Paul Stanley. And I know some of you Kiss stars are saying, hey man, you're not a Kiss fan. A real Kiss fan overlooks the lies and pretends that Paul doesn't lie. So therefore, you're not a real Kiss fan. A real Kiss man falls in line, he's a sheep, and he accepts anything they say, and you never question Paul Stanley of Kiss. Seriously, all you Kiss stars should go French kiss a wall socket. Which takes us to the final story. Paul Stanley of Kiss says current Kiss band is much more consistent than original lineup. We're always in sync with each other. But Paul's not really in sync with the backing tapes. He's messed up a lot on that. But you know what? In a way, I gotta agree with him. The current Kiss lineup plays everything way too perfect, too picture perfect. And what I loved about classic Kiss was the sloppiness, man, the danger, you know, of how they played. You know, I watch all that early 70s footage, man, and it's not how they are now. Now it's just too precise, too everything, and plus, you know, enhancements with the backing tape. It's not totally live. And this is Kiss, not Dream Theater. I like that human, organic, sloppy, dangerous attitude the original Kiss had that you're not going to get with this current lineup. You might as well just stay home and listen to the records. I mean, look at the plus side of not going to see Kiss now. You won't have to mortgage your house for the ticket prices they're charging. You won't have to see Gene Simmons look like a buffoon, because that's what he looks like now. He's like this big, clunky guy going back and forth. It just doesn't look right. And then you got Tommy Thayer, Fake Fraley, and Eric Singer, who's a great drummer, but he has to dumb it down. You're not even seeing the greatness of Eric Singer when you go see Kiss now. But hey, if you're a fan of somebody playing air piano, then go check out Eric doing Beth on this farewell tour. Disgraceful. If you want to see it, more power to you. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just giving you the reasons I will not see Kiss. The last time I saw him on that Monster Tour, I walked out of that show going, that is it. I don't care if they bring Ace and Peter back. I am not seeing this band anymore. I'm done. And Paul also had this to say in the interview. Hi, I'm Paul Stanley of Kiss, and my shit don't stink. Everybody fucks but me. Ace and Peter, they lost their chops. And I still sing great. And I want to thank all the Kiss tards out there that just believe the bullshit I said, who defend me with the amount of bullshit that spews out of my mouth out of every interview. Thank you all. Please keep up the stupidity. Sincerely, Paul Stanley of Kiss. Alright, that's it for the news. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And check out my podcast, the VIERA and Rock and Metal Combat Podcast. And I will be in Nashville this year in August. So please come to Rockin' Pod if you live nearby, or fly in. I'll make it worth it, man. Get to hang out with me, and it's going to be awesome. They have a lot of people there that sell vinyl and memorabilia, and you're going to have like people like Billy Sheehan and Vinny Appice and a host of other people. Check out the Rockin' Pod, go to their site and look at all the people that are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you there. Till then, stay frosty and SHMACKEMAGOB.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain.